Good morning. Good morning. I am still in bed, but I wanted to give this message to the Caribbean and especially the nation of Jamaica. Oh, I heard this song this morning. Oh, be lifted up.
Oh, be lifted up.
I heard this song this morning, and God will be lifted up in the Caribbean. Facebook, I do not own the rights of this song. I heard this song while I was sleeping, and this is for Jamaica and the rest of the Caribbean. Oh, glorious God, we praise your name. Oh, glorious God, we praise your name. We lay our crown and worship you. This is the song I heard this morning. God says that there shall be no other gods than him. No other God but him. And the song says, oh, be lifted up against other God. We lay our crown and we worship you. I know Jamaica has 2 days of prayer. And I think they're listening to me. But if these 2 days of prayer have the revivalists, you have revivalists and Rastafarian, you will be struck with a huge earthquake and God will finish you. You see, God spoke to me this morning about false governments. You think that you're going to have 2 days of prayer. You think that you're going to have 2 days of prayer. False government. And as you have 2 days of prayer, that God will turn his hands. God says, false government. You're going to worship him, and you're going to worship him in spirit and in truth. You're going to worship him in spirit and in truth. And if you will have 2 days of National Day of Prayer, sorry, you're going to have 2 days of National Day of Prayer in Jamaica, but you have the revivalists. Mark my words. The Lord is going to hit Jamaica with one of the strongest earthquakes ever. We think that we own God and we think that we are gods. If Jamaica is going to have these 2 days of National Day of Prayer, and you gonna have the Obia people, the revivalists, the Lord is gonna hit you with another large earthquake. What you built will scatter. And this time around, the Lord will hit Kingstown. Kingstown will be shaken by this large earthquake. You better, Andrew Holness, you better hear the word of the Lord. You better hear the word of the Lord, Andrew Holness, and humble yourself. You either have real repentance, or God is going to hit you with a very large earthquake. I was looking at something this morning, something concerning the Caribbean, which I told you is about to happen. Let me pull it up here, which I told you will happen. The Caribbean with seismic.
The Caribbean with.
All right, they were talking about volcanoes erupting in the Caribbean. Volcanoes erupting in the Caribbean. So I want to tell Jamaicans, if Andrew Holness has the revivalists, unless the revivalists come to know Jesus Christ, if Andrew Holness has the revivalists in this National Day of Prayer, if Andrew Holness has the revivalists in this National Day of Prayer, Jamaica will be hit hard with a mighty earthquake. And Kingstown will go down into the sea. It's up to you. You can take it and take it to the bank, because what I say here will come to pass. And I'm done. And I have to warn St. Lucians. I believe all politicians will be politicians. I don't trust none of them. But I want to warn St. Lucians to make the right decisions. Make the right decision. Who on earth will have an election in December? St. Lucians, make the right decisions. The right decision for your children, your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren. Make the right decision, St. Lucians. But this message is for the rest of the Caribbean. If Andrew Holness has the revivalists and the Obia people in this National Day of Prayer, God will take Kingstown and put it just like he did with Port Royal. A whole city went down underneath the earth. The Lord will use what you do and put Kingstown underneath the earth. It is going to be one of the most magnificent earthquake ever. All right? So listen to me. I may come back on later. St. Lucians, make the right choice, because that man will make you suffer. You're gonna suffer if you put back that man in. I don't believe in politics. I don't get into politics. But I have a right as a servant of God to speak from what I see. I have a right. God has called me to speak. And I want to speak on something else again. Freedom of speech in Barbados. Freedom of speech in Barbados. There's a guy by the name of Ronnie Clark. And I think Barbadians should back up this man. He was fired from his job for just going on a show. And I know that Barbadians don't like to support each other. But it is time for Barbadians to start to support each other and go on this march. Please go on this march and support Ronnie Clark. Let the government of Barbados know that you can't fire somebody because they speak. Freedom of speech is going away from Barbados. And I'm killing 5 birds in one. Support Ronnie Clark. Shut down whatever you have to shut down. All right? So if Jamaica, you can't have no poo-poo repentance. You have the revivalists in that prayer, unless they come to know Jesus Christ, unless they come. God is going to put the city of Jamaica underneath the ocean. God bless you, and I gone. Listen, there is nothing that I have said to you that have not come to pass. They got some people that have issues with me, who has issues with me, to think that I am bringing proclamation, my proclamation over the countries. That's up to you. I doing God's work. We either serve God or the devil. So if Jamaica feel that you can do as you like, God can send a very large earthquake and put you underneath the ocean like Port Royal. God bless you. Bye-bye.